morning, welcome to another vlog. It is of course Tuesday, but it's also the kids' school holidays, which means my alarm didn't go off at 7 o'clock this morning. I got up at 8:30. I freaking love school holidays. A lot of people don't like it because they say the kids drive them crazy and they can't wait to get them back to school, but I love it. For the reason I don't have to get up in the morning, I don't have to drive and go on the school run, and I've got somebody to empty the dishwasher for me during the day. I'm just having my breakfast, which crumpets. I have crumpets pretty much every morning. And I have 2 cakes this week. One of them is midweek, and that is really, really rare. I don't usually take midweek cakes on. They're always Friday, Saturday or Sunday collections or deliveries. The reason I don't take midweek cakes on is because you know the system. Tuesdays are baking, Wednesdays are ganashing, Thursday, Friday's decorating. But when you've got a midweek cake, all those dates shift. So the cake I've got to deliver on Thursday, which is a wedding cake, I had to bake Sunday, and I try as hard as I can to get a day off on Sunday. I work all week and I just try to get Sunday where we can go out somewhere. But when you take a midweek cake on, that Sunday is spent baking, so it just rolls into, the work just rolls into each other. So I didn't go out last weekend, other than to try and find some artificial flowers for Saturday's cake. I'm having real trouble with that. So Saturday's cake, which I am baking today, is a birthday cake, but she's very, very specific. The flowers I've got to find for it are artificial black open roses. They can't be made out of sugar. But I've been to several garden centres who I know do massive displays of silk flowers. There is no black. Not even one, not even a black flower that's not a rose. There's just no black flowers anywhere, because obviously it's summer, so all the yellows, blues, orange, reds are out. I just wish it was a little bit closer to Halloween because there would have been loads. I've only got one last ditch attempt this week to try and find some, but obviously I'm still working as well on this cake for Thursday. I'll show you where I'm up to with that in a minute. But today is also my birthday, so I have a few visitors coming, so I've just got to fit work in around those. I got presented with a Lego masterpiece this morning saying Happy Mummy Day on it that Abby's made. I've got a gift bag at the side of me that I haven't opened yet, and that's from Adam. And I've got a bunch of cards on my desk. My birthday is the very next day to my dad's birthday, so people coming up and giving me dad's cards will drop mine off at the same time, so they don't have to make 2 trips. So I've got a little bunch of cards here. So for my dad's birthday, me and my brother went halves on a large apple tree in a giant pot to put it in. And I picked the tree with the most apples on it. I think we started with 20 something apples and there's only about 15 left because they all fell off in the car. We just managed to squeeze the tree in, and the branch was bent across the roof on the inside, and Adam was doing about 20 miles an hour because every bump we hit we heard another apple drop off, and it was rolling around the car floor. But at least he's still got a fair few apples left rather than just 3. Oh, that's another text. Happy birthday. Right, I'll open these cards and see what we've got. Look at this one. Love the spelling. This will be my niece and nephew, or one of my nieces and nephews. Look at the little picture inside. Cute. One from my auntie and one from my eldest brother, Peppa Pig, and I get to colour it in. I have to get my crayons out later for that. You can tell who this one's from. It says The Boss. So this is from Adam. Stop! Right. He knows me well. I am a bit of a rum fan. Oh my god. It's just a bottle of Pepsi to go with the rum. But we bought this when we went food shopping the other day. And he just took it out the cupboard. Oh, that's funny. Oh, these are cool. So there's some pyjamas, but the shorts, I've got little Aladdin lamps on. And the top, I don't know if you can see that, got the genie on it. I actually told him the other day I needed some, I've got no pyjamas that are shorts, and it's way too hot for like Christmas pyjamas. I've got like tartan fleecy pants and it is far too hot for that. And I seem to have thrown all my short ones away. So now I have a pair of short pyjamas for the hot weather. Thank you, Adam, you swine. Right, it's nearly 10:15, so let's get started with these cakes. I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is the wedding cake I'm delivering on Thursday morning. It's like a very pale pink bottom and just 2 white tops. It's got some rose clusters on it, some handwriting on the middle tier, topped with 2 little birds. Like I said, this one was baked Sunday, it was ganached Monday and covered Monday, and today's Tuesday, so we're going to start decorating this one. I might, because it needs some roses on it, I might film a quick tutorial on some easy roses. If that's the case, then you won't see a time lapse of this one being made, because I'll be using the camera for the tutorial. Yesterday, very quickly, it was a deadline today for a magazine tutorial. It's Halloween themed, so you won't see that until probably October. But it's just a little figure. Like I said, the deadline was today and I just quickly did it in a couple of hours yesterday, just trying to get everything done. I seem to be getting worse with deadlines. I was always one of the first to finish. I'm like, right, get it done, get it out the way, job done, sent. But I just seem to be really struggling with a lot of deadlines. And I'm now always last minute or sometimes even late with it. And I hate being late with deadlines. And also baking 2 tiers for Saturday's cake. So my mum and dad have just called and they left some extra cards. And I also had a mystery moon pig delivery. I got this card from my friend Emma. She sent me the mystery moon pig package. I have got one from my nieces and nephews. One from the kids. From my mum and dad. My other nieces and nephews. Kai's handmade little card. It has these handmade little paper springy bits in it. Adam's card. My brother's card. My auntie's card. And my other brother's card. Everyone seems to have gotten the memo about me needing some pyjamas, short pyjamas. So we've got this one with donuts on. And it comes with some cute little matching sprinkle shorts. So hopefully these will be a bit cooler in this crazy weather that we're having. And also the kids made these. So Abby made this little Lego pen pot. It's got a tiny little Groot on it. Some ladders on the side. So that is my Lego pen pot. And Kai made this Lego house. He said, this is Abby here with the sword. This is Kai holding a camera, because he does a bit of vlogging as well. He's got his own YouTube channel. This is Adam. Apparently he said he has a gun because he likes watching police programmes, and he also has a little backpack on the back. He has a backpack and that brick is apparently a water bottle. Because when we go on days out, we have a big backpack that Adam takes and it keeps all the snacks, dinner and drinks in. So that's his, and we call it the daddy bag. So there is Adam with his daddy bag and a gun. And this is me sat on a chair with my walkie-talkie. It even has a little back door. And apparently this is the bathroom window. And these were wrapped up in tissue paper as a present. Then my moon pig delivery. Again, everybody knows I like rum. So this is from my friend Emma. I don't want to open this because it's such a pretty bottle. But if I shake it, I don't know if you can't even see that, you can't appreciate that. You see like the glitter. Oh, there we go. It is very cool. So thank you, Emma. And then my mum was like, your dad's bought you this. This is nothing to do with me. It is a wall light fitting of a hand. And it holds a bulb. He said he ordered the bulb, but it didn't arrive at the same time. It's not getting here till August, but I do have some of those. They're like antique bulbs, you know, they're really old with the filaments in and they're quite orange looking. And from this angle, as I was taking it out, it looks like a Freddy glove at Nightmare on Elm Street. This looks much like a glove, but obviously he'd have blades coming off his fingernails there. So it's more like a gauntlet. It is really heavy. I've only got 3 places for wall lights in this house and they're all in the conservatory. But I think you could possibly make a lamp out of it. If you attach this to a piece of wood and wired a plug onto it, you could turn that into a lamp. It's just that it's so heavy you're going to need a really big chunk of wood. But I will definitely find a use for it. I'll probably hit Pinterest and see what ideas they've got. They've always got some good ideas. But my mum was like, this is nothing to do with me. Your dad bought that. see if I can put some blades on that and turn it into a Freddy glove. So it's 1:10. I am just waiting for my sad little microwave lasagna for one to cool down to eat that for my dinner. And then I'm going to continue with the wedding cake. One cake down and one to go. I still need to find those black flowers, so as soon as Adam gets in, we'll probably go to the range and see if we can find any black flowers in there. He doesn't get in till 6 o'clock this week and the store shuts at 8, but as it takes a little time to get there, I always have to make tea on the go, so I'm just going to make some wraps, and he's literally just going to walk through the door. I'll hand him his wrap and then we'll shoot off. We have the delivery tomorrow morning. I need to check where that's going. I think we're going to Eaves Hall, make sure I get the right venue. But I am just hoping this shop has black flowers. One of the most stressful trips to the range I have ever had. We were stood in the artificial flower section for over an hour, just holding different bunches of flowers. I just can't believe nowhere sells black roses at all. At least they had some black flowers, but they were spiky ones, and then these other ones which were like really tall pine cone looking things. They weren't very nice. So I took a picture and sent them to the customer so she knew, like, this is all I can get my hands on at the moment. She didn't like those. It's an 18th birthday cake for her daughter, so her daughter's choosing it really. But we were just like all relaying messages back and forth. I must have sent about 20 different pictures of bunches of flowers. How about pink, red? Couldn't find any white ones. They only had cream and they were peonies. The only white roses they did have were made out of foam, and they had all these like pearls attached to them and they just look really tacky. Didn't have any grey either to go with the marble, because the bottom tier is marble, the top tier on top of that is rose gold, and then it was supposed to have black flowers and an 18 topper on it. But everybody's idea of rose gold is different. Rose gold just drives me mad. To some people, rose gold is like a light pink metallic, and to others it's like copper. Like you see these cake dusts that say rose gold, and then when somebody paints it and you look at it and you're like, that's clearly copper. So I ordered an 18, she wanted a rose gold 18 topper, and I knew they'd be hard to get hold of because you just don't know what they're going to arrive like. This is what we've got. To me, it kind of looks pink, but to be fair, I've got a rose gold iPhone and that's pink. I mean, you can't tell because I've got the most epic phone cover on the planet. And you can't really see it because I've got a pop socket on the back. But if you watch Stranger Things on Netflix, you will know who this is. It's just amazing. But yeah, my iPhone is pink. So after an hour of sending pictures back and forth and trying to figure out a compromise, because it's not her fault that there was no black roses, but I wasn't expecting not to be able to get my hands on any from any garden centre or shop. So she settled on these pink roses in the end. So we've got these. They're kind of like pink down at the bottom, but like a peachy tone at the top. Now, I really honestly do think rose gold is just pink metallic. So this is the design I drew up. I drew about 7 different designs up, but like I said, she was quite specific. She didn't like geometric, no drips, no sequins. So I thought we'd nailed it. She chose one and I thought, right, this is what I'm doing. And then you can't find any black roses and you start all over again. But this, I don't know if you can see that, but this is what she wanted. So it's 18 on top. So black roses, the rose gold, and then a black ribbon. Now the board, she didn't want a black board. That's why the roses have to be artificial. She doesn't like black icing. She didn't like the smell of it. So it was supposed to be a marble board with a marble bottom tier with the black roses on. I'm literally doing it tomorrow. I've got to deliver that cake in the morning and then I'm starting this one. I mean, it's not needed till Saturday, so I've got part of tomorrow and Friday to try and get it all to work. But we got in at 8:10. I think we set off at 6:10. So I got in and I poured myself a beer, put my pyjamas on, which Christmas pyjamas in August. So now I'm going to take pictures of the wedding cake that I finished. It needs boxing up, I need to write the invoice, and then I need to process all the images and send them to the bride and groom. That's something I always do. I send a picture through to the bride and groom just so that they know what they're expecting, so they know what the front should look like, so that the venue hasn't spun it round the wrong way when I've left or anything. So that will be me for the rest of the night, so I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's actually Friday today. Sorry I didn't vlog much yesterday. You will have seen I've set off to deliver the wedding cake at Eaves Hall. They weren't quite ready for us to set up. I've never been on a Thursday before, I've only been for like Saturday and Sunday weddings. And usually the place is buzzing with people setting things up. All the doors are open for the different parts of the venue that they can get married in. Everything was shut, the cleaners were in, no staff anywhere, so they just had me put it in a room until they were ready so that they could set it up. So hopefully that stayed in one piece. Then we got home, Adam went straight back to work. I filmed the bottom tier because it's marble and covered the top tier, and then just left it to set. As the top tier is having rose gold lustre on it, I don't want to be painting it while the sugar paste is still soft and leaving big marks in it. So I'm going to be finishing that today. There isn't actually that much to do on it because the topper is already made and the flowers are already made. But I'm just dreading it. It was so hard just getting a design in the first place. And then when things have to change because you can't get the black flowers. Anyway, so I spent the rest of yesterday on the computer. I added a new little product to the shop. I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to take a look, but they've already sold out. But I am getting some more in. It's the set of 9 pink cutters that all do different shapes. I've used them a lot in the YouTube tutorials. So I spent yesterday like packaging them up, labelling them, photographing them, uploading them to the website. But I am just so behind. I'm struggling for motivation today. I have got, my inbox is just insane. I cannot keep on top of it. But I've got long emails to read and reply to. I've got 2 cakes to design. They've been waiting for the designs and I just haven't had the time to do them. It's funny because a lot of people, it's like the saying where you outgrow your job, so that like you've outgrown your job and they move into another job. My job has actually outgrown me. I can't keep up with it anymore. The admin side is just insane. So I'm just struggling today. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm already sweating buckets. I'm supposed to be getting that really hot weather back. I'm just dreading it. So yeah, you didn't miss much yesterday. Adam's going for an ECG today. They said he would need to shave his chest so that they could stick the things on. And he's got quite a hairy chest, so that was funny. We shaved the top part across his chest there, but we've never seen his chest naked before. So as I was taking some off with the clippers, he just kind of sadly looked down and went, "They look like boobs." Oh, so hopefully that grows back soon. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm struggling a little bit today. I'm gonna have my breakfast, drink my brew, and then crack on and see if I can get it done. Hello. It's 11 o'clock at night, so I'm whispering a little bit because everybody's in bed. I got the cake finished earlier today and I filmed it as well, so hopefully that will be a tutorial. Here it is. So there's the 18th topper, the roses, the rose gold and the marble. Like I said, I've filmed this one and you'll see me create this colour. So this one's going in the morning, roughly 10 o'clock. I am dreading it. I just don't know if she's gonna like it or not. It's just one of those things when you're a cake decorator, you put so much pressure on yourself to make sure it's perfect and it's what they want. And when they're quite specific with what they want, it makes it even harder because you know that every little thing that they've asked for has to be spot on. And it's weird because the ones that you do need to make spot on are the ones that always seem to go wrong. When they give you free rein, you're just making it how you want, and you think, well, I can put that bush there because they haven't said they wanted that bush in a specific place. So you can make it look how you want and just roll with it, but the pressure to get it right seems to just mess it up. So yeah, I finished that earlier today, so what I've done with the rest of the day is try and catch up on my emails. So I've done a lot of emails, I've still got them drawings to do, which I'm going to have to do tomorrow. And to show how mad my desk was, I actually found a hiding birthday card. Here it is, birthday card from my other auntie. It only hit me today and I thought, I'm sure she was one of the first to give me my birthday card, and it's just been hiding under all the papers on my desk because I haven't been able to catch up with the paperwork. I didn't see this underneath. Also, I haven't shown you the card that my friend Mish got. This arrived just the day after my birthday, but it's so cute because it's got a little pin on it. So yeah, we've got the collection of this cake tomorrow. I've got designs to draw up, and then I don't know what we're doing, so I'm sure you'll find out in a couple of seconds. Well, I have been really rubbish at vlogging this week. It's now 8 o'clock at night on Saturday. Cake went this morning. It's like a huge sense of relief when it went. And we spent the rest of the day trying to find a vent cover. So we keep our dryer in the shed and we haven't been able to use it because we bought a new shed and then we needed electric put into the shed. The reason why it's taken so long is something went wrong with the garden last year. And it's been the longest and most ridiculous story you will have ever heard. It's that long and ridiculous, Netflix could literally make a 3-part series on it. And it's far too long to even explain it to you, and it's still ongoing. But let's just say we hired somebody to do the garden last year. They ran off and everything went wrong. So we've been slowly trying to fix pieces bit by bit as we've got more money in. So the latest has been electric back to the shed. So when the vent arrives, I need to cut a hole in the shed so that the pipe can go out. But we spent all this morning going around various shops. We went to the biggest DIY centre. It used to be a B&Q, and then B&Q shut down, and then another one moved in called Bunnings, but it's basically the same thing, and nobody had a vent. So I came home and ordered one on eBay. So no wonder all these shops are shutting. You can never find what you've gone for. So after we came home from that, we did the food shopping, mundane job. And now I'm sitting down at the computer to get all those drawings done and all those emails done. I am getting them done today. I am sorry I didn't film much today, but it was just boring walking around looking for a vent. I didn't think that'd be very exciting for you. And neither is watching me sat at the computer answering emails either, so I shall turn the camera off and see what we'll get up to tomorrow.
Well, this is a little bit different because now I've made Tracy drive. Yep.
We're in my knackered car on one of the hottest days and I can't open my window.
Sweating!
Where are we going?
Samlesbury Hall, so it's a stately home that's known within the local area for being haunted. So we've got 10 minutes to get there, which is I think about a 15-20 minute drive.
Yeah, Adam, you should have drove.
No.
So we're going on a free ghost walk. They do like free guided tours every Sunday.
So we're gonna go and see if we can find some ghosts.
Yeah, 2-3 minutes late, but we made it. Listen, I couldn't film any of the tour because I wasn't sure if I was allowed to film it or not. So we're just going to have a look at the rest of Samlesbury Hall. Oh my god. That was creepy as hell. You can imagine somebody hiding in that.
And there she stepped.
we are home. You'll have to excuse the washing machine in the background. And there's a really annoying fly buzzing around somewhere. So yeah, we decided to take a trip to Samlesbury Hall today. Driven past it hundreds of times because where we live, we pretty much drive past Samlesbury Hall to get to Blackpool. So we've always seen it at the side of the road. You can't really miss it. It's a big black building with the white crosses on. And there's always been a story every time we drove past. There's supposed to be a ghost that crosses the road. She's called the White Lady, and we actually heard about her on our ghost walk. I already knew about the White Lady. I just didn't know her story. I just knew that she existed and that she haunts the road right at the side of the building. But we got to learn a bit more about her today. So apparently it was a bit like a Romeo and Juliet sort of story. Two different families, one Catholic, one Protestant. Wouldn't allow them to be together. Family kept warning her if she carries on she'll be sent to the nuns. But she crept out one night and her two brothers followed her, murdered him, and she got sent away and eventually died of a broken heart. So apparently she haunts the area in a white dress, hence why she's known as the White Lady. I mean, this happened years and years ago, but they said in 1926, when they widened the road, because obviously there's a lot of cars that go up and down there now, they needed to put some drainage in of some sort between two trees. As they were digging up, they found the remains of a foot and the remains of a hand, and they said they'd been there at least 400 years. And the ring on his finger had her name engraved on it. So obviously they assumed that was him that was murdered. She's often spotted between those two trees, obviously visiting his grave and then crossing the road. If you believe that sort of thing, and if you're interested in that. Oh my god, that fly. So we have only delivered a wedding cake there once, delivered it, set it up and walked back out. Never actually looked around the place. I am always put off houses or museums because I just assume that you pay to get in, because there's loads of times where we've gone to the door or gone to like a castle to visit and they've said, oh, that's £40 to get in, and I'm just like, which is a fair bit of money if you weren't expecting to pay to get in. So we just stopped visiting things like that just because it was quite expensive to get in for the four of us. And that's like half of my week shopping. We found out it's actually free to get in, and they also do free guided tours every Sunday. Now the one we went on was the ghost tour with the man, but apparently there's like a witch that takes you round and then another woman that takes you round, so there's lots of different tours each Sunday. Roughly takes about an hour. They just take you into different rooms and tell you a story in each room. We visited like the little priest rooms where they would hide the priests. And also in the fireplaces, he said they were like famous fireplaces done by this bloke. I totally forgot his name, I probably weren't listening enough. But this really famous fireplace builder, he kind of put like secret passages so that you could open it and hide people in there and shut it. It's just so odd that we've driven past it hundreds of times and I've never gone in expecting it to be really expensive. And there's like a play area there, which is a really cute mini version of the house with a rope bridge on it. They've got a bee centre where they have loads of bees, and you can also pay for a bee experience. They have mini golf. They have obviously the house itself to walk around in the grounds. They've got a little shop. They've got a tea room. They've got a little restaurant. They've got like a nice courtyard bit. Also some farm animals. Completely amazed by what they had. So I'm sure we'll be taking another trip there again. But now I've got some more baking to do. I know, I said midweek cakes are very rare. So rare that they've got 2 in 2 weeks. It works out quite well actually, because I'm baking, obviously it's today, Sunday, and I'm baking 2 more cakes that are being collected Wednesday, Thursday, and then after that I've got a week off because it's Abby's birthday on the 13th. She's nagging for a cake, so I don't know what she's going to ask for, but we'll have to see if I've got time to squeeze that in. But I'm looking forward to my week off. So tonight I am going to bake the cakes. I have got this vlog to edit because this has got to go up tomorrow, and I currently don't have anything edited for Tuesday's tutorial, so I suppose I better do that as well. So sorry I am signing off here and I haven't actually shown you much, but I'm pretty sure you'd like the tutorial more than me rabbiting on the camera. So thank you for watching vlog number 4, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.